Everybody, Al here. Well, as you know, I recently built a power hammer. It wasn't pretty, but it was functional. So a lot of you asked me if I would make a video. So because I had some design changes along the way, as some of you are aware of, I decided making a 10, 15 minute long video was going to be arduous and probably boring. So what I did is I made sort of a pictorial tutorial. Yeah, say that fast 10 times. It's a few minutes long, and it's basically got commentary and some pictures that run through it. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll see if I can answer them for you. But either way, here goes. Peace. All right, so start off with some scrap wood. Just get some scrap wood. You're also going to need some of these V-belt pulleys. A couple of different sizes should work well. I used a 5-inch and a 1/4 inch, and that worked perfectly fine for me. Some of these flanges you can get from a big box hardware store, 1/2 inch. They work really great. You'll also need some threaded pipe, 8 inches long. Don't go by the picture. Some flange, some steel pipe. Bolts, nuts there to hold everything in place. Definitely going to need a V-belt. Just about any size will do that would fit your car. No big deal, right? Don't forget, obviously, you're going to need a sledgehammer. An 8-pound sledgehammer is what I used. I found it to be a really, really good weight. Some PVC piping, a little piece maybe. You're going to need some spacers here and there. Start off. Make a platform. This is pretty simple. Long boards, some cross boards. Attach a pillar to it. I used a 4x4 piece of wood, and I attached it using little pieces of wood. Bolted it in from the bottom and from the sides. It's pretty sturdy. Not very difficult to do. There are several ways of doing this, so have at it. Then I added the pillar that the hammer arm was going to go to, and I attached a couple of pieces of wood on the sides of it. This is going to hold the shaft, the actual hammer arm. Next step is going to be putting in the pillar for the cam, for the actual cam. Make it a little bit taller because you could take pieces off, but adding on is going to be a pain. Next, well, that's the Vinci cam right there. There are plenty of videos on YouTube on how to make one of these. Basically, it's a huge comma. The Anvil, a steel plate, 4x4 by maybe an inch. You can buy it, or I made mine using a 50-pound hydraulic press plate that I cut and drilled holes in. This here is the treadle. Basically, a few pieces of wood bolted together with with 2 cross beams in it to hold the motor and also to hold the tension lines that I made. So the tensioner, pretty much just a couple of high tension bungee cords. That's pretty simple right there. All right, here's the cam assembly. Basically, the flange is bolted to the pulley. The 5-inch pulley is bolted to the cam. It turns round and round. As you can see, there's a wheel up top there. That's attached actually to the bottom of the hammer arm, as you see here. And the whole purpose of that is to keep wear and tear off the cam. Pretty simple. The anvil bolted down, 4x4x1, bolted down to the top of the pillar. The drill you can attach however you want to that cross plate there. Just make sure you can adjust it up and down a little bit. You just never know how much space you're going to need, and making it adjustable, this is going to make your life a lot easier. Look, like I said about this drill, just taking a little couple of second break here. The drill is a temporary power source. It's really kind of crappy. It doesn't have a whole lot of torque. My suggestion, like I said, would be to get a decent little AC motor, maybe a low speed or whatever. And as I described earlier, you could put a dimmer on it or a power switch, however you want to do it. But either way, the drill is just for the purpose of getting this thing working. Get yourself a decent motor. It's worth the $50-$60 you'll spend on it. Anyway, to put the pulley on this little drill, I pretty much just used a ratchet shaft and drilled a hole through it and attached the pulley using the hole that was already on the pulley. So that's pretty much that. And here's a picture of the completed prototype. That PVC pipe that I had suggested you buy, you're going to need little spacers here and there. Spacers between where the cam is, spacers between where the hinge is for the power arm. It's good to have them. They're easy to cut. They're easy to install. So just add them where you need them. Like I said, just get a little piece of PVC pipe. That's all you're really going to need. So there you have it, man. There's my little pictorial tutorial that ran longer than I had promised at the beginning of the video. I'm very sorry about that, but I tend to ramble, blah, 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 blah. It works. It ain't pretty, but it does work. I'll eventually put a better power supply on it, and I'll probably paint the thing, make it look a little more polished. But for the purposes of building it, I got about $60 invested in this. I rated my my junk pile. Bought a couple of things, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. Until next time, this is Al at Phoenix Manufacturing, and here's a little clip of the thing actually working. Peace out.